Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space. Guys, in today's video we are going to try to find out what is going to happen to Kaspa next, and we are going to try to answer the question if we can see further downside for Kaspa's price. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not a financial advice. Now guys, let's have a look at 4-hourly time frame, alright? So if it comes to 4-hourly time frame, we saw that downside for Kaspa of how many percent? Well, that was 9.2% of downside for Kaspa, but that's obviously due to the fact that Bitcoin saw the beating as well, and Bitcoin dropped significantly, and that is how much? Well, 7%, right? And now we are bouncing back towards the upside for BTC, right? Stochastic RSI is basically showing that we could see potential reversal towards the upside for BTC, and I do believe that Kaspa is going to see upside from now on if we are talking about this small time frame. Stochastic RSI is showing that we are going towards the upside, so that is obviously a bullish sign. And also guys, we can see that there is a lot of buying pressure, and bulls are trying to maintain that price of Kaspa above this level of, well, previous resistance and now support of 15 cents, well, almost 16, let's call it 16 cents, all right, because that line is never going to be perfect, all right? It's very close to 16 cents. Now, if it comes to daily time frame, guys, let's have a look what is going on for the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, stochastic RSI is basically showing downside momentum, and in case if Kaspa is going to, well, basically go towards the downside on a daily time frame, we could see the next logical level, and technical of course, of support at roughly, let's have a look, that is going to be probably in here. So that is going to be 14 cents for Kaspa. We do have a lot of support in here. Well, probably firstly we are going to see 15, all right? So these are obviously very little drops, but as you guys can see, we do have lots of support and obviously confirmation starting in here for 15 cents, here, this area as well, and obviously this area in here too. So if we are going to see the further downside, the first level of support for Kaspa is going to be 14 cents, and that is going to be drop of 6%, and the second level of support is going to be at 14.3 cents, all right? So that is going to be minus 9.6%, right? So that, of course, in the case if BTC is going to see the further downside, all right? Let's have a look at weekly, all right? So if it comes to the weekly time frame, guys, stochastic RSI dipped properly, all right? That is not juicy at all, and unfortunately this candle closed red. So as I was mentioning before, that can potentially spark some selling pressure, and actually did for BTC and overall market, but for Kaspa as well. We have dipped properly on a daily time frame, guys. But again, you know, long term, I believe that these are perfect opportunities to scoop up more Kaspa. Now let's have a look at the dashboard, all right? So the current word is sitting at 92. The next one is going to be 87. Next reduction is scheduled in 23 days. We are sitting at 85.1% mined. Hash rate is sitting at 801 petahash per second, and all-time highs are sitting at 809 petahash per second. And now guys, just in case if you will be wondering, what is the actual value proposition of Kaspa? If Kaspa is able to capture the monetary premium of the traditional financial system, or around 222 trillion, the long-term value proposition could be as high as $5,000. Very long-term needs to be stipulated, but that would of course have to happen, you know, if gold is going to flow into it, equities, real estate, debt, and base money. Well, I do believe that this is, well, definitely very bullish from the standpoint of technology that Kaspa is here to offer versus BTC. Obviously that is technically possible, however I don't think that this is going to happen anytime soon. Nonetheless, this is very bullish, all right? I do believe that Kaspa doesn't have to be at such high price evaluations in order to make you guys rich. Anyways, looking at the bubbles on a daily, things are not looking very juicy, but that is all right, I guess. If we are going to look at the weekly, we are still experiencing that recovery on a weekly, so that is just a short-term noise, I believe. And why I do think short-term noise? So let's have a look at the leverage, right? Now, many people are actually betting that Bitcoin is going to see lower prices, right? And that is a daily time frame. If Bitcoin is going to go above 60k, a lot of people are going to get wrecked. So guys, I do believe that from now on we can expect a healthy bounce for BTC, and hopefully that is going to pull the price of Kaspa with it too. But heck, let's see if we are going to get rejected from that level of resistance for BTC at 59, and from there we can actually observe, right? So now guys, we are sitting at 50 neutral if it comes to fear and greed. Shout out to Mr. Prof, and he's saying that never ever in history has the Bitcoin dominance in the weekly stochastic RSI exceeded this level. At the same time, it's currently reaching huge resistance on the chart. Altcoin season is only a matter of time, and it's written in the charts. So that obviously is great. Stochastic RSI on a weekly is showing that we are going to see push towards the downside sooner rather than later, I believe. And now guys, another charts for altcoins. So this is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 on a weekly time frame. So he's saying that altcoin market cap weekly candle closes today and it's above the midline of the Gaussian channel. In addition, the weekly 200 EMA line was tested this week. Doesn't look bad to him. Just a correction and the bull market isn't over. So guys, this is what I'm thinking as well. All right, this is just a correction slash retest. And now looking at the standpoint of BTC on a 3 daily chart. So Mr. Prof is saying that important line here on a 3 daily chart, and wicks are allowed. Okay, so wicks below are allowed in here, but the candle is actually still holding that level of support, guys. So things are still looking all right from the standpoint of a zoomed out chart. And now let's have a look at what Mr. Titan has to say. Bitcoin third parabolic advance is in progress. The blueprint he shared last November is unfolding as planned. Spread the word, and this is exactly what crypto space in here is doing. So guys, we are going to see the pump towards the upside whether normies and bears like it or not. And according to this chart, we can see around 200k for BTC this cycle. Simple strategy for BTC. Number 1, buy Bitcoin 500 days before halving. Number 2, hold and don't get shaken out. Number 3, sell 500 days after halving. And number 4, repeat. So guys, this chart is basically showing 155,000 USD for BTC. But of course, if BTC is going to see such price evaluations, obviously Kaspa, I believe, is going to see much bigger prices as well. And now guys, Ichimoku analysis on a monthly chart according to Mr. Titan. And he's saying that Bitcoin is holding the line. When in doubt, zoom out. If you are an investor, don't get caught up in the short-term price action. It's just a noise. Exactly, guys. That's why we are looking at macro charts as well, because I believe they are important too. So guys, we are still being supported by the blue line. So guys, as long as we are above that blue line in here on a monthly chart Ichimoku analysis, we are still in a bull cycle, right? So nothing to be worried about. And another chart, guys, shout out to Mr. Mickey Bull Crypto, and this is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 on a 2-weekly chart. There are usually macro shakeouts before a huge run in every cycle. This current cycle looks more like 2016 cycle. So let's have a look. What is he talking about, right? So now we've got 0.382 Fibonacci zone. We have smashed through that downtrend, and then we went upside, and then we had 62% drop before the huge parabolic run for alts. So let's have a look, right? 3.82 in the previous run. Then we broke the downtrend and we had drop of 34%. And now guys, that 59 is so close to that 62, all right? So the question is, are we going to see around 2 trillion USD for altcoins that are excluding top 10? Guys, that is going to be huge, because you can just imagine what number Kaspa is going to be in terms of ranking and what price of evaluation we are going to see this cycle. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you having a great day. Peace and love, crypto.